Hey everybody, how you doing today? I'm back with RuneSkip, and that thing's broken again for the 50th time. And look, I know what the title says. We are going to the wilderness to do some Slayer. I promise. This is just where I happen to be because I was working on some stuff before the stream started here. So I'm gonna grab everything that I've got in the sack, and then we'll head over there. What's my break? What are you doing? Let me turn on the fan and rotate it. There you go. Why does the music in this area go so hard? Dude, I got 6? I wasn't expecting 6 nuggets. Normally I get like none. I'm cursed when it comes to getting the nuggets from this place. That's right, I was gonna grab a tea. I was gonna grab one of these gross things. This music has no right to go this hard. We're literally sitting in here mining. This place is literally just for mining. Why? Well, I can't complain. I got a pretty good haul from what little I did here. And I ended up with 66 mining, so I can't complain too much. Oh no! You guys are gonna have to wait. I forgot I logged out. Alright, we're back. One day I'm just gonna forget about that, and I'm just gonna like out my pin for RuneScape over everything. Just being an idiot. Let's go ahead and put all this away. Actually... So... Did I not grab enough? Oh. Whee! And the fancy music is gone. And then we get the general Varrock music. Look at that guy right there. It was Abyssal Dagger. You know he's running around stabbing the nearest person in the wilderness. Which may soon be me. Alright, what have I got to work with? So, I'm thinking my best... You know, that giant pouch there, I know this is random, but that reminds me that I haven't been back to Guardians of the Rift in a good while. I need to start working on the rune crafting grind again. All I've got is the boots, which is absolutely insane to me that I've done over 100-something draws. I've done like 170, I think, in total, and I only got just barely enough abyssal pearls for that. I'm gonna buy a halberd. I have no idea what a rune halberd costs. I imagine it's not very expensive, but I'm going to buy a couple of them just because I'm going to need to take a few of them in there. Well, not in one sitting. I wish I could use the dragon halberd. Oh, those are super cheap. Yeah, let's go ahead and buy a couple. I'm not going to click 4,000 times for that. But yeah, I want to try this out and see how effectively this works because, well, I'm going to be going out here to the wilderness Slayer cave, and I want to see exactly how it'll turn out if I try and do this with melee. Since I've only got lesser demons on my task, it's not really going to be that bad, you know? It'll be my 20th task too! I forgot about that! So we might have a huge payout here. Let's see. Food. In case I get mugged, we'll take a good bit there, and we'll bring a couple blighted super. Well, we'll just bring one blighted super store. The whole point of it's to not get hit, right? That's why I'm bringing the halberd in the first place. So if I use this right, I might be able to just go through with this. I was doing a zombie pirate slayer task earlier, and I got mugged, and it made me sad. I really just need to do the quests and stuff like that and get the tree pods. The freaking tree pods, so I can use those for the teleports, because those work up to 30, but these only work up to 20. I'm going to end up getting caught out here, I can feel it, and I'm going to be just above where I need to be, because I think the lesser demons are probably in like 24, 27 wilderness in the cave. Because I was slaying Anku, and I think Anku are just outside of the radius, or the range. Hey Bobby, how you doing? Let's see. Can we get rid of these garbage bots? Like I absolutely just hate that. Well, can they start deleting those accounts? Okay, it looks like they have been deleting those accounts. Thank you. I appreciate that. I have blocked probably in excess of like 50 accounts lately, because they all just come on here and they all start screaming garbage like that. And I'm just sitting here thinking, why? Who keeps like giving money to these people? What is my loss rate here? 17k? I can work with this. I have my escape. I have my halberd. And that's controlled. That's exactly what I need. Also, my combat level is 71, Bobby. I keep getting mugged. Well, not really. I've been mugged like twice. Hey, Pone. There's just, I don't know. There's a few people in this game. I think it's like a handful. I think it's like, there's probably like 100, 200 people in total who are just the absolute worst.
I got a ribcage!
I do have a ribcage, Bunta. It's right here. It's what keeps my guts from being squished in the event that I get run over or something. It does. I am level 61 fishing. But that's not what we're doing. We're channeling our inner violence in the Slayer Cave until I get mugged and die. He knows, Pone. He was with us when we were doing Temperos. Excuse me. No time to drink this garbage can of tea. I gotta get past the ankle. I actually don't know where the lesser demons are in this cave. But hopefully it's a quiet task. Do I think it'll be a quiet task? No, not at all. Someone's gonna come for me. Yeah, see, if I want to escape here, I have to stay lower than this. Those are green dragons. Those are ghosts? Are those ghosts? Oh, are those ghosts or banshees? I don't know where the lesser demons are. All I know is the lesser demons are probably further into the cave, and they're probably... Yeah. Oh, I know. I don't need prayer points for the Slayer task. There's the black demons. The thing I hate about this cave is it's multi. Why does this cave need to be multi? Who thought that? Who had that idea? Who at Jagex had the idea that this cave needs to be multi? Because that means anybody doing their Slayer task out here is immediately at a disadvantage, because they can be stacked on by a random player. Those are the greater demons. Oh, I'm not bringing anything excessive here. I have very, very crap gear. I have a risk of like 20 grand or something like that. Yeah. Jelly. I just don't know this cave very well. Actually, is it labeled? It is. Still looks greater demons. There's the lesser demons. They're over here. So I just went too far. I have to go back. We have to loop back around. I have 60 agility and I still feel like I don't have enough energy. Maximum suffering. You're not wrong! This cave could have been built so much better. Like, what is this? What are the shenanigans here? Why is this huge freaking area going on here? What's this mess? They could have just made it a Slayer dungeon instead of calling it a cave. That would have worked great. Basically make it this way and make a tunnel here, and then there's not locked gates, but there's like gateways on every single thing, and then every single one of those little like areas there's the Slayer thing there. That way you have a gate that you have to walk through. So there's a warning system even though you're in multi. But they didn't do that, and they don't want to do that obviously. I don't know why they want to make this multi and just put me at major risk for no reason. But there's got to be a... Oh yeah, right there. Yeah, here we go. I'm good. This is what I wanted to do. I wanted to test it out and see how well this would work. I'm hitting pretty good for what I'm expecting. First trip to the store, get smokes. You couldn't get gas. Why couldn't you get gas? You have to get gas over the smokes. But yeah, I just have my Slayer helmet on me, Amulet of Glory, and then that this garbage halberd. I'm in the wilderness. What do you mean, Zach? Oh no, it's Zima. I don't believe that. I don't believe that for a second. I believe that you're here to scout me, and that you're just gonna send somebody to kill me at some point. I'll be honest. Part of the reason that I did this task, and I labeled it Wilderness Slayin, is to see how toxic the community still is. Because I want to see if someone comes at me. And I'm kind of expecting it. Yo! Alright, we're going home, guys. That's a heck of a first kill, man. Please let me hit 20. Let me hit level 20 here and teleport out. Okay. Yeah. If anybody was like for real at that point, if anybody was watching, that definitely come for me then. A defenseless, basically defenseless if it comes to PvP at the moment with just a halberd. So they would just come by and they would completely rip me to pieces and then take my Laren's key. I can't have that. I worked hard for that key. I have much garbage in my inventory. I also forgot my looting bag. So, you know, it's good to come back for that. That's a heck of a first drop, though. I wasn't expecting that. But yeah, we took like 3 damage. I think that's fine. We'll get prayer on the way back. Wildly Slayer doesn't give infinite prayer. No. At least not as far as I know. Maybe there's some mechanic later down the line that I can utilize, but I have no idea, honestly. And what that is, Zach, is that's the Wilderness Slayer dungeon. It's like a new, well, I don't know how new it is, because like I said, I haven't been back into the game until more recently. Shut up, old man! Why not? Why not? I don't mind being pulled away to do random things. Whoa! Okay, I'm going. He's making me work for it this time. I'm gonna get like negative 3% of the reward because this place is huge. I don't like mazes. Nope. Honestly, this one's quite linear. I feel like I've only got one direct pathway to go, and there's the doors only on the direct pathway, it looks like, for the most part. Yeah. I don't think I have really any other pathway to go towards. It's just kind of straight. And then go through here. And we have to go back around. Oh no, actually. Hey, there's a split. I don't like how it tells me. Oh, I may have screwed up. There we go. Now it's more of a maze. Yeah, I've lost this one. The last few times that I've done this, though, there's been, like, nothing but just straightforward stuff. Whee! I'm just kind of exploring at this point. Wait, if it tells me which way is the wrong way, does that mean I'm still going the right way? No way. There's no way I'm going the right way. This is bad. Yeah, okay. Why does it tell me if I'm going the right way in the... What? That's super weird. We gotta go all the way back, though. Look, I'm here to make mistakes. You barely recognize the town. Varrock? Well, hold on, guys. I'm gonna lose all the reward. I gotta take care of something real quick. Okay, sorry for that. Yo, I still have reward value left? It feels like I got nothing out of that. I don't think I'm gonna make it to the center still, but, you know. Log out! Log me out! Set me free! Yeah, I don't have any other pathways. So why did it tell me this one was wrong? What is the point of it telling me that one's wrong? I don't understand why they would put that in here. Why tell me that one specific way is wrong? That feels weird. Also, why is there no music? Just repeat the music. You can't leave me with dead silence. This is a Minecraft. You can't just like leave me with dead silence and then spook me. Man, I probably would have got such good rewards out of this if I had actually done this right. Oh, definitely. Give me like 5 times the rewards here. Oh no, I mean, yeah, it was a maze, but I don't really understand why one specific door that I ran into was like, hey, by the way, this door's not right. You shouldn't go this way. That just seems kind of odd. Why give me that for one specific door, whereas every other door I could walk through regardless if it was right or wrong, if that makes any sense? That's what caught me off guard, so I just started running the other way to see what would happen. See if it would tell me if any of the other doors were wrong or anything. Lag! I'm not lagging yet. Maybe later. Yeah, if I remember right, Zazima did get banned. There was a lot of bans for a while there. There was a good few high-profile bans, actually. More recently, I think an entire clan got banned. Oh yeah, I could probably use a lot of stuff to do this faster. Look, I like to peacefully exist, okay? I like to do things in my own weird way, peacefully exist. And there's a burning amulet, the Chaos Temple there, apparently. Sometimes I wish I had 72 freaking agility so I could just hop to the Wilderness Slayer Cave from here. I also feel like if I go through the Ferox Enclave, that's telegraphed. So if there is perhaps a PKer on the world looking for me or looking for just anybody in general in that area, they would 100% be set up at the Ferox Enclave, waiting for an opportunity to see somebody going out there. Because I know I got spotted going here to the zombie pirates. I think that happened twice today. And I don't know. I feel like PvP is such a gamble in the game anymore. Like, it's just you're it's out of sheer luck if you live or not. Because one set of people who came at me, and because that area is multi-combat, there was two of them. And they splashed on me with barrage like freaking 3-4 times in a row with insanely good gear. And then this guy comes at me with nothing but Zamrock monk robes, and he hits every single freaking freeze on me. So I legitimately could not move. And since I only had melee, that's all I had. No, I feel that. I don't think that I'm not going to be targeted by taking a slightly safer route. I just think that my odds go up ever so slightly, if that makes any sense. Just like how I'm not burning out all my run energy immediately, like, I mean, I could be. If I get another key, if I get another freaking key, I'm going to be so upset and ecstatic at the same time, because it means I'm never going to get this task done. Whee! Please don't stab me like that. I'm squishy. I've only got 60 HP! I'm also working on just getting everything to freaking, 60. I'm hitting pretty good with this, though. I wasn't expecting the halberd to hit that well. I was actually expecting to miss most of my attacks. I say as I get a string of zeros and a 2. There we go. That's better. But look, Pone, this is going to be a boring Slayer task with boring lesser demons and boringness, and it's going to take forever because I don't want to risk a disgusting amount. Honestly, I probably could have come out here with their weakness. What are they weak to? Is water spells? Oh, those aren't okay. I didn't realize that. Those aren't actually noted. I thought they were noted. You know what I could have brought with me? A combat potion. Like nothing too good, but just like I have a bunch of like combat potions and stuff like that I've gotten from back when we initially started and we were just collecting random supplies that people left on the ground in the PvP worlds. I could have brought some of that. I could have brought one of those at least and got myself a little bit better of a max hit and stuff like that for a while. Yeah, but no, I feel you on that. It's slow. And I don't really have the resources right now where I can risk a lot. That is true. I should probably start dropping the ashes. Hold on. I can't leave them on the floor to rot and or dissipate. What would ashes do? Would they just dissipate into the ether? They just float away? Fertilize the land down here to never be used properly? I'm mostly just waiting until they become passive, because once they become passive, I won't have to like worry nearly as much about my positioning. Blight entangled sacks. You know, that could be useful to me. Having to reset this bag every single time. Is there any configuration thing where I can get it to just not pick up certain things? Store everything when using items in the bag. Don't put supplies into the looting bag. Don't put supplies into the looting... Well, that's simple. I wish I could select, like, specific things. Like ashes or bones. And have them pick up normally in my inventory. And then store all the actual loot that drops from it. That would be pretty cool. Maybe I can just leave it closed and just manually drag things in for deposit. I'll just do that. I'll just do it that way. That would probably work a little bit easier. Die, please. Why do that to me? Why hit a 1? Oh, man. Why did she give me 109 of these? I mean, I guess I'm gonna make a profit. I've already made a profit. Even if I don't die, then it's basically pure profit the entire way through, right? I mean, the most expense that I'm getting is the occasional Varrock teleport tablet, which means nothing. No, I lagged! Why am I lagging? I'm streaming like 2 pixels right now. Come on now. Dropping dabs? Dude, wait, who, what, wait, what? Where? I'm gonna just take all this stuff. I truly appreciate that. Thank you for coming by and dropping a super chat. I appreciate that. I like how I lag and then it's a super chat. I appreciate it. Is that a balloons tower defense photo? Is that what you have there? Is that what I'm seeing? Why are you not attacking? Violently maul this demon. I don't want to wear that. No one wants to wear that. Put that in there. I don't know why I'm keeping that. That's actually garbage. You know what I need to do? I need to get myself, like, alchemy supplies. I need to start bringing alchemy supplies out here. A regular fire staff and, like, I don't know, 30, 40, gnats, and then I can just alch any of the weird stuff that I get out here. Save me some inventory space while still being able to collect everything. Sure, I'm increasing my risk, but sometimes you gotta do that, you know? I have high alchs, I'm 60. I was at 55, yeah. I remembers. I members. I understand. I know what I'm doing. I'm only slightly inept at RuneScape now. Boy. need you lesser demons to just give me a bajillion dollars immediately and insta complete my task, okay? I would appreciate that. I need you to just do exactly that. Complete the task immediately for me, and then drop me like 50 Laren's keys. And then you know what? Straight up, just do that. And then if you really want to, put a big mark on top of me, letting everybody know that I just got a 50 Laren's keys drop in the Slayer Caves. And I will book it out of here as fast as I can. And hopefully make it allowed alive. No, it's 55. High alk is 55. And low alk is like 21. Does anyone ever really use low alchemy for any like leveling or money making or anything like that? I don't feel like anybody really likes to use alchemy until high alchemy. No, it's 55. High alchemy has always been 55 as far as I can remember. But I could definitely be remembering wrong too. Like I said, I've been in and out of this game for literal years. Half the information that I know is probably out of date, and the other half of the information that I know is probably half wrong. I'm waiting for those quality of life changes. I know they have a bunch of quality of life changes planned. Yo, look at that guy with the cannon! They spook me. I don't like that they're over there. I feel like I'm in danger. Why do these things have to be such a slow task? I've killed 6 the entire time I've been here! I think a big part of the problem is the halberd's so freaking slow. You stop, Bobby. You get out here and you help me with my task. Yeah. You get out here and you help me with my task. I need a carry. I don't necessarily agree with that. I think that if it comes to the wilderness, you're not really in as much danger as it feels like. A lot of the time, yeah. But the only place that I know of that you are like consistently just in an absolutely nightmarish area is probably the Rev Caves. The Rev Caves and any of the wilderness bosses. And here, I rarely see people. I have no idea why I rarely see people, but I rarely see people. Dude, they just left a Laren's key on the ground. Did they get mugged or something? I don't appreciate this. That's a lure right there. I'm calling it right now. That's just to lure me over there. I'm leaving that. You know that? Yeah, come at me, Bobby. Hit me with your best shot. Fire away. Why didn't you pick up those ashes, me? Stop. This is going to end up giving me a bajillion prayer. I'm telling you right now. We're going to leave this cave and we're going to have like maybe one more level. And then we'll be unstoppable. That's when it happens. That's exactly when it happens. Once you hit 47 prayer, you're unkillable. I say as if that matters at all. That doesn't even give me another prayer. You know what I wish was better? Retribution. Now that I hovered over it. Retribution. Why does Retribution suck so bad? It just, I don't know. Let me heart that. I should have hearted that forever ago. They came in, they dabbed on me, and they super chatted. This should just default to putting all of it in there. Okay. So I can use this to teleblock people. Yeah, why did I take that other full helm? That other black full helm is useless. I don't need those. Now, if I could alk it, that'd be a different story. But carrying that? No, 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 no. No, I tried that. Watch. If I drag it. I don't know if it's the settings or what. I mean, I'm never gonna bother teleblocking anybody. Like, that's not gonna help me. It would just waste time. I should have kept the entangle sack out though. Now that could help me. If I can land an entangle with one of those sacks, I have a good chance of escape. I can do that. We can make that work. Bobby, you gotta get out here and carry me. Or kill me, one of the two. What if I'm worth a lot right now? You don't know what's in the magical looting bag. It's a gamble. There could be 5 Laren's keys in there. That's $500,000. You told me you just bought a bond. Actually, that's more like 600K. 650. Around 650. Garbage, 71. You wouldn't have any trouble killing me if you brought like a DDS and some okay gear, honestly. Target teleport? What do you mean you couldn't fight me if you wanted to? There's no way that you're scratching the freaking level 100. If you're level 97, you can hit me. You could kill me if you were level 97. There's no way. Have you already broke 100? Have you already hit like 98 plus? I don't believe you. You're lying to me. Look, there's another greater demon. 82 to 104 in level 26 wilderness? No, PvP worlds are different. Yeah. The further you go out into the wilderness, the higher the level difference. So, it's a 26 difference for me. Yo, a singular uncut sapphire? I'm rich. Oh, I've lost they're no longer upsetty with me at all times. This is very peaceful, though. I'm gonna get a really, really good drop, and someone's gonna log in on me. Yeah, the PvP brackets and the PvP worlds are set at limits. I think in the past they actually used to just be whoever. Well, no, there's no way, because that would have been a problem. You would have had level 100s just constantly killing like level 3s to be spiteful. I think it's always been a very small range, or well, I guess a reasonable range, something where you have a higher chance of fighting back. All I know is the moment I hit 60s and I can use dragon daggers, that's probably what I'm going to be using for most of my tasks and stuff like that. It might not be the most effective thing in the world for most stuff, but it just being able to burst things and being able to defend myself a little bit better will matter a lot. You never know, man. I could be a loot pinata right now and you could just be missing out. I've got 10 ice spells on me. That's a lot of money. Look at that. I thought I hit stats, but I didn't. If I accidentally hit stats and it breaks the stream, let me know. I don't know why the RuneLite client doesn't play well with Streamlabs, but it really, really does not. So if it breaks, it will break, and you guys will just see a black screen and probably my mouse cursor. He just continuously like teleblock and roots me and then leaves. It just keeps coming back periodically, like every 15 minutes to repeat the process. And then he does it one time when I get a Laren's key drop, and he keeps rooting me until the Laren's key disappears. What level is teleblock? There's a tangle. Oh yeah, teleblock's 85. You can buy those sacks for it. Like, I don't have the levels for ancient ice spells, but I got this. A blood rune and soul, I'll take all of this. Hey, you, demon man, friend. Oh, I reset him somehow. I walked like 2 feet away, man. Why the aggression? I do wish this was just instant. There we go. Yeah. I do appreciate one thing about the lesser demon spot in here. I'm in a tiny corner of the map. As long as I don't completely screw up, I can log out and go to a different world and be okay. Like, potentially be okay. But yeah, as it is right now, no. I just don't want to get mugged. $76 magic. I mean, I'm only at 60. I'm trying to get all my combat stats to 60s. Why? I don't know. I just like the nice even setup. I'm not built for any of this garbage. Also, I'm absolutely disgusted by agility in old school RuneScape. I hate it. I'd never want to have to do it again, but 99 agility is too useful. It upsets my soul. It displeases me. This task displeases me. Yo, a Rev Cave teleport. What level are Necryles? Level 80. I'm never gonna be able to do those. Abyssal demons at level 85. I don't want to waste them though. I need those in case somebody comes at me. Also, I don't think I can... Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can't use them on... Aren't they a PvP only item? Your Chromebook? What? What's the Chromebook doing? Did you hit it with a stick? Ancients would give you the free spells. I'm pretty sure they're a PvP only item. I'll look it up. What is this one? Ancient ice sack? It's a sack! Allows the player to cast any ice spell within their magic level without needing the runes for it. However, it can be... Okay, so it requires me to have the rune. It requires me to have the level for it. Or the capability for it. Doesn't that defeat the purpose of having them in the first place? Weren't these designed for people to be able to use these as a way to escape? Like, PvP or PvP? Like, weren't these meant to be a way for, like, PvE players who are out in the wilderness doing stuff like I'm doing right now to escape? Because that makes it useless to me. I can't use it because I don't have the level, nor do I have the means to cast it. Interesting. I think it also means I have to be on the ancient spellbook team. I guess it just is. I guess it just qualifies as the runes for it, so it's less. It's less a tool for survival and more just a inventory saver for PvP players. I don't know. I would have made this usable by anybody. Like straight up, I would have just made those usable by anybody. But if you don't have the level for them, you get like a fatigue effect where you can't use another one for like 30 seconds or something like that. Yeah, I mean, I feel like they could have made them really, if you don't have the level to use that item properly, then you can't use that specific blight sack again for another 30 seconds. That way I could attempt to save my own life by using a barrage spell that I don't have the capability to use and freeze somebody and then escape. I think that's the biggest problem that I have with the PvP in this game is that more often than not, it's just a one-sided fight. It's more PvPers, and most PvPers suck, not going after anybody who's actually capable of fighting them back, but going out here and picking on somebody who has basically no defense whatsoever because they don't want to risk. So if they make them usable by literally everyone like that, then that means that I would have the potential to defend myself, and it would also increase the value of these, so that carrying a large number of these would be risky in and of itself. Mulk? Purple Mulk? What kind of Mulk? At least that's the impression that I was under with them the entire time, is that they're usable that way. I hit all. Put all of them in there. Choco, you calm down with your snorts. On the bright side, if somebody does attack me, I might have a chance to escape. It really just depends. These things will get me pretty far, honestly. The true primary color is squiggles. Pone, is that a Fern Gully reference? Don't do that to me. Don't give me Fern Gully flashbacks. You know that skeleton? That skeleton gave me nightmares as a kid. It was an absolutely awful creature. Probably one of the most horrifying children's movies I've ever seen. Absolutely loved it. If you haven't seen Fern Gully, I suggest it. Fern Gully 2 sucked, though, from what I remember. But Fern Gully 1 was great. It was a trip. And there's a character in there who legitimately says that. He's like, mother's milk. And he says it in a weird way and everything. It's just kind of crazy. Batty was great. Listen to Zach. Zach knows what he's talking about. I was debating wearing that admit plate, but the more I think about it, the more it's a bad decision. Because the first thing that I'm going to have to deal with if somebody comes at me is magic. It's just a guarantee. The first thing that's going to hit me is magic. I've got to do the Grand Tree. When the next time I stream this, I'll have to have the Grand Tree done. I have to. There's no other, I have no excuse. Because if I'm going to have to keep coming here for all my tasks, having the Grand Tree done means I'll be able to get seed pods, which means I'll be able to teleport to the Gnome Village and not die a horrible death, as long as I'm not within 30 wilderness. Or past 30 wilderness. Mainville, Tom. Maybe he didn't see me. Maybe he took pity on me. Maybe he thinks I have literally nothing of value. I mean, I am out here with a rune halberd, a slayer helmet, and a necklace. Oh yeah, if he would have attacked me, I probably would have died. I'm also doing pretty good on the cleanup. I'm not leaving anything on the floor to suggest that the player's here, so there's also that. You are right, though. That's a close call. I think that means we need to go back and drop off our supplies. This is why I need a seed pod. I could have just teleported from where I was. Like 100%. Another thing that's really crappy about the PvP in this, you need magic. Like, you legitimately need magic unless you're going deep wilderness PKing. And even then, if you don't have magic of any kind, you just kind of... You're at a disadvantage. It's so weird how disproportionately good magic is when it comes to, like, PKing people in an actual, like, PvP setting like the wilderness. You just have so much more that you can do with it. What's that? Vile Ashes? I didn't mean to keep that. Let's teleport target, put that there. Your Chromebook can't play root... What? That's a weird restriction. I'm gonna just bury that there, and you know what? Never mind. That's right. I have to do it that way. And that's completely empty. We're good to go. Look at that. We're prepped up. And our loss rate is back down to 17k. You know what? Let's bump it up a little bit here. I forgot about the... Do I want to take the... Do I have any other combat ones, like a single dose that I just happen to have left over? That's a lot of defense levels. Ceridome Brew, Super Restore. Oh, there's a... Aha! Here we go. Here's the crappy one I can use. Once we get there, I'll just use that and then drop it. You're blocked? I don't know why I'm going over here for prayer. Look at that Mithril Man! He's going in the corner. Sir, why are you in the corner? Where are you going? Hydra 4. That's a bot name. I'm calling it. He's a bot. Yeah, but why would he be IP banned? If he's never played RuneScape again. Well, if he's starting to play RuneScape again, he hasn't... It's not like he's played on that Chromebook. If he's trying to download it now and get it started. I think maybe there's a setting that's going on. Maybe like a child lock or something. I know, but... Look. I'm saving up for bonds. We're only up 1 Laren's key so far. And if this task goes as well as it should... I should get another Laren's key before it's over. That is true. Not the rats. I'm gonna have to go beat up Scurrius because of the insolence of these rats. Scurrius is gonna die for their insolence. Their king will die because they were like this. They didn't learn from their mistakes. It's fairly quiet out here though. Please don't do that. Please, Mr. Mage Man, don't disrespect me. 2 more levels and I'll cast your own spell back at you. I wonder if that's an achievement. A wilderness, not achievement. A wilderness, diary task. That would be pretty funny, honestly. You get revenge on the Elder Chaos Druids. Cast their spell back at them. Let's see. No. It would have been in tier. It would have been in that tier. Spiritual warriors. Spiritual mages. Spiritual mages disgust me. What is? These? The combat pots? Yeah. I just happen to have this dose ready to go. Oh, someone's the Black Demons now. Their thing's broken. Broken multi-cannons? Can I steal those? I don't think I can. Ow! You are right, though. I didn't realize that the combat potions were so cheap. Who's a good puppy? Who's a good poopadoo? Yeah. Why do you kick the guest bed? Why do you keep doing this? She just claws the crap out of it. I can take those cannons? No way. Whoops. Can't even the amount loaded when the cannon was lost. Okay, no, I can't. From what I'm gathering, I can't steal it. Ah, it sucks. I was hoping. Well, you do, but the game's like, nah. From what I remember. Also, the wiki doesn't say anything about stealing it, so... Ow. Make a try over here. Yeah. I can't steal it. Imagine, man. That would be... I mean, that would be kind of BS, to tell you the truth, but at the same time, that would be also interesting. Stop trying to injure me. Leave me alone. Ah, stupid demons. Give me that real quick, and then I'll go back here, and now I will stab you in the face until you inevitably give in. And when you finally surrender, I will take your loot. That's interesting, Zach. If you're blocked, it has to be something that's built into it. Let me see if I can find something for you. Maybe you have like a restriction set on it? Wait. Uh... Support has been pulled from... Yo! We have a problem. We have a big problem. I forgot to bring a teleport tab. How do I use the blighted teleport sack? Oh, teleport, tele-block or teleport to target. We gotta walk all the way back. I'm mad about it. And I'm just saying, I'm upset. Apparently they pulled support. I'm gonna walk. That way I can regenerate run energy. I'm outside. I'm in range, right? Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's right. The amulet's 20 as well. I forgot I had a charge left. When you're panicking over 20k or 130k. I want to deposit my loot bag. Is it empty? I didn't even fill it with anything. That was like the first kill, wasn't it? Again? What is my luck today? I start streaming and all of a sudden I'm getting Larian keys left and right. Someone's going to come out there and they're just going to be staring at me on every single world waiting for an opportunity to murder me. So, from what I gather, RuneScape pulled its support. At least that's what this is saying. That's what this article is saying. Returning on the Chrome OS. Chrome desktop version. It's worth noting that you can still play the game, the desktop version of the game, with your mouse and keyboard only. This won't cost you a penny, but you'll be limited to 1 hour gameplay session, lowered graphics, and a ridiculously long way to get the virtual machine. What? Oh, that's the NVIDIA GeForce Now thing, the stupid garbage. How old is this? Freaking, I don't care about this guy or why he wrote this article. I just want the details of when this article... This was published last year in May 2022, so that may no longer be true. I don't know. Interesting. I have no idea. Maybe RuneScape's being blocked by a firewall on your Chromebook? Yeah, it's on Google Play. I don't know. Wouldn't Google Play be the one thing? Wouldn't that be on the Chromebook? I'm gonna check Reddit. This is 2 months ago. You have to run the same Linux version? You'd have to go through a bunch of hoops to play it. Otherwise, you have to play it in the mobile version, Clay? Interesting. I did bring a tablet. I'm getting distracted. I have no idea, but it seems like Chromebooks are, they don't like them. Hey, figured it out? Nice. Okay, we were able to figure out something. I don't know. Apparently, a few years ago, RuneScape pulled support for the Chromebook or something like that for some reason. I don't know exactly what's going on. Chocolate, do you know anything? I'm being stabbed! He's gonna kill me! Huh? That mugger that almost got me. That thug. Tutorial Island sucks. I dislike Tutorial Island. Like, even from like a new player perspective, I feel like Tutorial Island's garbage. I tried to get one of my other buddies into like trying out RuneScape, and he picked RuneScape 3 because he wanted a more, like, I guess a more modern experience and everything like that. And there's just so little that's actually properly explained. They give you like the bare minimum, and then you get to free to play, and 90% of the stuff is locked out. So it's like, just let everybody. One thing, if Jajix ever hears this, one way to probably improve the game for player base and stuff like that, make things a little bit better for everybody involved, is let free to play go up to level 20 in every skill. Like, level 20 is nothing. It does basically nothing for you, and it doesn't hurt you or anything like that. So it's not gonna hurt their bottom line. Nobody's buying membership to get level 20 in all these skills. They're buying membership to go to higher level stuff and things like that. So let everybody go to level 20 in every skill, and then open up quests for everybody and stuff like that. You gotta get people hooked with the good stuff, you know? They need to do that here. I believe it's 5, and 5 is awful. 5 is still way too low. You don't get a feel, like, you don't get a feel for a skill going 5 levels into it, you know what I mean? That's basically nothing. Nothing happens in those skills at level 5. Once you get to level 20, though, you at least have a little bit of something, you know? Like, you get a taste for what the skill's actually about. Like, you wouldn't sit here. I know ranged is a free to play. I know all the base combat stuff is free to play. But imagine if you could only go to level 5 in ranged. No one in free to play would like get hooked on ranged. They wouldn't. It would be so basic, and there would be like nothing going on with it. And that's how all the skills play out. You only really get something going with these skills once you get up to the medium level. Like, once you get into the 50 plus range, that's when skills really start to take off. I'm doing a split because I want all of them at 60 at the same time because it makes me happy. Okay? Another full helm. Oh no, I left the bag open. It took those ashes. I can't bury them now. Or fling them into the air. I mean, I guess I wouldn't be burying the ashes, right? Time is it? 9:30? Why does this game eat time? You guys notice that? You know what? I'll give another half and half a go. Maybe after I drink this entire crate of half and half, so I'll be like, you know what? These aren't so bad. Maybe Bunta's onto something. Yeah, it's a Rune Halley. I've got a Rune Halley, my Slayer helmet, and then Amulet of Glory. You know, this task is going to be huge, weirdly enough. When it's complete, I will gain a disgusting amount of Slayer points because it'll be my 20th task. So we get that huge boost that you get every 10 tasks. And that'll just be a good thing. I'm thinking of taking a task from the Canfist Slayer Master. Can I have her overwrite a task from the Canfist Slayer Master? She can overwrite tasks, right? I'm just wondering. Yeah, I don't want to skip the task. What I want to do is I want to take the task from him and then have it overwritten by her. That way I can keep going on my Slayer task grind for the benefits that I get from that. Because his task is going to be garbage. Let's be honest here. We'll put that in there. One. Mr. Demon Man, Demon Friend, Demon. I forgot to buy the things that we talked about, the $100 potions. I don't like how I try and put coins into a bag. Out of all the items, if it constantly asks me how many coins I want to put into a bag, I'm putting the coins in the bag for a reason, to save me that inventory slot. There's gonna be hundreds of them. That's just how every task works. Stop. Just put them all in there. Don't ask me if I want to put them in there. I've had a wiki up, I just shut it down for some reason. Wow! Slayer Masters. But yeah, I need to take a task from the dude that's wearing half of a Barrows set in Canfis. Sometimes it may give a very small amount of more difficult monster. They give me assignments which can be completed very close to him. Making it convenient to get new assignments. Let's see. Only monsters with the one that's count towards attack. Actually, I don't think I've completed. Actually, I may have. I may have or I may have not. I don't know if I've completed 5 standard tasks, so she has a separate counter. So I'm wondering if it'll will it mess up my counter for her? The wiki's not telling me straight up. Receiving a task. When players tasked with Slayer assignment, only their personal block list will be considered. The assigned task will be one both players in a partnership are able to complete. Previous requirements. Higher Slayer level than their partner has been removed. Tasks being blocked or acknowledged. Minimum limit 10 to 15. This is all about partners. This says receiving a task. Is this specifically about partners? Slayer reward points, temporary boosts. Arguably, I got my helmet really quick because I've been doing Slayer tasks. Mr. Lesser Demon, stop. Leave me alone. Or stay just far enough back so I can stab you. I'm trying to find it. No, I think Turiel's the only one that can actually cancel my tasks. Hmm. These lesser demons need to stop. They need to behave. All. 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 There we go. Done. Problem solved. My inventory is now clean. It's been so quiet out here. I'm surprised I haven't been mugged. I'm only worried if it, like, I don't know how to describe it. If it messes up my streak in some way. How do you get rid of your burnt scrimps? Right click. You right click to get the menu. Or you can keep them. People pay a lot of money for them at the GE. Like, you can make a lot of money by selling burnt food to people. I keep all of my burnt food. I just put it in the bank. And then inevitably, when I have enough of it, I'll probably sell it. Ugh. Man, if only I was low enough level. I would laugh if I just saw Zach come at me as a level 3 with a bronze dagger and try and kill me out here. There's no right click on Chromebook? Can you not plug in a mouse? Maybe a double tap? Maybe you can drag and drop it? I'm not sure how it works. I have never played. I imagine it functions similar to mobile. So, I'm not sure. Ah, yeah, shift click will work. There you go. That works for here, too. If it's mobile, then you'd have to find mobile controls, and I have no idea what the mobile controls are. Wait, what? Can I use these in the wilderness? Do these wilderness teleports work? There's no shift click? I have no idea, man. Let me look it up. This is the most frequently asked question. Fingerprint icon. This makes the left tap drop rather than use. At the bottom left, there's a fingerprint icon. This will make the left tap drop rather than use. That was close. I was looking away. Whew! Almost died there. Man, I don't even know what world to go to. Oh, I can't play on that world. Go to forestry? You want me to start forestry? Well, I think it's time to leave for a little bit. Why would I go to forestry? I'm supposed to be wilderness slaying right now. Smack! Imagine just getting ripped out of wherever you were. That's not necessarily true. It really depends. Account security update. I didn't even really have that much on me, honestly. Oh, that's a new one. For my teleport stacks. I've been mugged like once since we started this, man. We've been streaming for over an hour. What do you want from me? I said I don't know why you guys think the risk is so extremely high. You just don't take anything out there you're not willing to lose. I keep telling it functions like Dark and Darker. You go in there, you take whatever risk you've got, and then at that point, you just have to be okay with losing your stuff. Not typical. Do your thing. No worries about any of that. Oh man. To be safe or admit it's not. I've never said that it's entirely safe. I just don't think the risk is as high as you act like it is. You're sitting here acting like the moment you step out there, you instantaneously die. I'm pretty sure I was in a specialty world, to be honest. And we did have one guy who was skulled, just completely walk past us, not worrying about anything. Look, we'll go to your world, okay? And then they'll come for you. Wait, what one was it? 443. That's not forestry. That's blank. 444 is forest. There we go. I didn't know. This world's packed. This world is packed. I do like the forestry world, though. I will sue you, Bobby. You lied to me. You lied to me and you slandered the wilderness. I have to sue you now. It's too late. I'll hire a lawyer and we'll go to court and then we'll see. We will see. See where this goes. You think you could? I'll freaking just like Logan Paul. I'll take anybody to court for any reason. I should probably avoid saying stuff like that. You're cheesing mining and smithing. Okay, then you're not allowed to leave Tutorial Island until you have 99 mining and 99 smithing. So typical, what we're doing today is we're doing Wilderness Slayer. I'm putting myself at risk for literally no reason. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to respond so slow. Bobby was just threatening me, so I had to put him in his place. I'm watching you. I'm watching you, Bobby. I'll see you on the legal battlefield. Drag you into the wilderness. That's where our court case will be held. No, you gotta go all the way to 99. Bobby, if I ever took you to court, I guarantee you that the judge would have a squeaky hammer for a gavel. Now you just got me wanting to do forestry again, man. I actually think I'm near 5k anima bark. So I almost have enough of what I need. I believe in you, Zach. You can do it. You can be the first off Tutorial Island with 99 mining and 99 smithing. Oh no! I warned you, Bobby! I warned you that I was in danger, Bobby. There are people here. And he's got a ballista. Oh, I forgot about the altar over here. I think it's Zerosian. He's gone. You're gonna be the best smith in the world, Zach. You're gonna absolutely wreck everybody. I can see it. You'll be a level 3 smithing, but you'll be able to make rune items that require 99. And then when you hit level 4, when you hit level 4 smithing, stop punching me! This Anku, my health. My health! I can't believe I got that log out. I thought my life was forfeit. I saw that person crawl into there. They had like an extra like second and a half to murder me. Oh man, that was spooky. I made so many mistakes. Why must you smack me like this? Why must you do these things? Why must these lesser demons hate me? You know, I am actually surprised. I didn't think that anybody would try and come at me through here. I thought that anybody who was trying to come at me would go around. Just because, one, I don't know, I feel like this is more obvious. I thought they would go around here. They would go around in a different world or something like that, and then like log in on top of me or something. Not run directly at me through the freaking crevice. Honestly, that guy might have not even came for me. He might just have a necklace of avarice or something like that on. He might just be out here doing his Slayer task, and I just happened to spook him. Or he happened to spook me. Who knows? I have no idea anymore. Yo! That guy's Slayer tasks are only worth 2 points? That is awful! Why? Why would I ever want to take tasks from that guy? Points per he gives like nothing. He's legitimately like the weakest Slayer master. Why? That dude's in Barrow's equipment and lives in a nightmare zone full of werewolves, and he gives like no Slayer points. I remember before this lady existed, you would have to actually work your way up Slayer-wise. But now that she exists and you can just take the risk with this, you get a disgusting amount of Slayer points if you just go through with her stuff. I keep forgetting to buy those potions. I'm sorry, Pwn. Zach, when are you going to be level 99 in smithing? You promised me. You promised me once you got off Tutorial Island you'd have 99 smithing. I'm feeling kind of betrayed here. You should be carrying. You should be carrying right now. You're supposed to be out here carrying me while I do my task. Ow! Promise nothing. Plays today and then never touches the game again. I mean, it's really good for the time wasting. Oh, you know another thing that I'm scared of? Someone coming by with those Dragon Bolts E. Or not Dragon Bolts E, the dragon, the ones with the tips that cause dragon breath. Because I know, knowing my luck, I'm just going to get hit for like freaking 40 out of nowhere without any way to defend myself. They probably hardlock you on Tutorial Island. So you'll leave. They're like, get out of here! I bet the reason they did that is because of bots. I bet when the bot issue was at its height, there were probably a lot of bots that would just sit there on Tutorial Island and just work up their smithing and mining levels because they don't have to worry about anything. I'm like ever so slowly giving myself hiccups. Ew. I'm scared, guys. Yeah, you gotta move on, man. The game doesn't want you there. You gotta leave Tutorial Island. It's a gross place. You know, one thing I have to give the half and half teas from freaking Arizona, I like the can design better. I don't know, just the black can with the stylized things on it and stuff like that. It just looks really good. I'm sitting here talking branding for friggin' tea company. If I ever get a sponsor, it better be Arizona Green Tea. If they ever hear this, if they ever see this, if the CEO for some weird reason just happens to like my stream, I can see that. I can see that that just happens to be like, you know what? Sponsor. That'd be the one thing that I would want. That would be the one sponsor that I'd actually probably care about. You know, I'd also take a Manscaped sponsorship. I actually use their products. I like their products. They have good products. Basically, if I use their stuff, then I would want a sponsorship from them. Why won't it die? I'm sorry, the aggression's showing. The legal battle that I'm having with Bobby is just it's taking a toll on me. I'm sorry. I'll just stack up some HP just in case. In case someone just like wiggles through the gap there and comes at me. Tries to one-shot me. I actually think I might be in one-shot territory for level 90s. I don't remember what the max hits or anything like that are anymore. But I have been getting hit. On the rare occasions that I do get mugged, I have been getting hit for like 20 plus with a lot of stuff. So if that's the case, and I can get hit for like 20 plus from a lot of people, then I'm in a 3-hit zone on average. But maybe if I run into like a pure or something like that, I might get hit for like freaking 50. I don't want to get one shot. I think that would be the suckiest thing. So having those blighted anglers is pretty nice. It also has made, like, I feel like people underestimate the fact that this has made some of the most like useful food easy to use if you come out to the wilderness. Like extremely powerful effects and stuff like that you have on this like the blighted anglerfish and the manta rays just healing a ton. It helps a lot, especially when it comes to like trying to escape and things like that. You have access to all these powerful tools. In that regard, it's really nice. I still wish the spell sacks worked for everybody. That'd be nice. Lobster, you calm down there. Lobster, when are you going to carry me? When are you going to come out to the wilderness and carry me? Why aren't you out here defending me? I could die. I could get PK'd right now, and you're not here to help me out. What the heck, man? We got Ack playing right now. Ack is playing. Ack's on Tutorial Island right now. He's coming to help me. Where are you? And then Bobby is doing Bobby things in Forestry World somewhere, expecting me to fend for myself for some reason. I don't like it. I don't appreciate it. He comes out here at level 3. Tries to come at me with a bronze dagger, gets insta-killed by one of these demons. I could see that. If you make it through this cave, if you made it through this cave to get to me without getting smacked by one of these demons or getting hit by an Anku on your way through, I would legitimately be impressed. A level 3 running through here is not a good thing. You would regret your decisions in most situations. You know, Lobster, it's a sad thing that is actually probably pretty close to reality of what would happen. They would take the money, they would all come at me, and they would all just kill me with poisoned bronze daggers or something. Poison bronze daggers and entangle spells. They would just cast bind. They would spam cast bind on me. This is a multi-combat area. I don't know why I'm messing with like my menus for stuff like this. Did I enjoy playing old school today? Like, if I'm messing with this, if I'm popping up the world switcher and stuff like that, I don't know why that interrupts me in combat. Why does this have to be a slog? Why do these demons... They go from getting hit by literally everything for near my max to not getting hit at all. Look, man, I'm not worth that much. You should have came by earlier. I got some Laren's keys and stuff like that. I was actually worth a good bit. Like, I pulled 2 Laren's keys since we started this task, so... Besides the fact that I've spent my time running back to bank them, that would have been 130k. At least I wouldn't have been worthless. I can't imagine staying out here and having, like, freaking a full looting bag on me. I can't imagine that. That is something that I just would not be able to understand or comprehend. Now you guys give me bonds. Look, I would gift you bonds if I had money for my own bonds. I don't have any money for bonds whatsoever at the moment. I'm functioning on what little I have left. Heck, what are bonds right now? Bobby would know. Bobby is the RuneScape genius. He's got all the information. An old school bond is going for 12.3 mil. My entire bank is worth, like, just under 10. I can't even buy myself a bond. What a card would do? If I had bonds on stock, I would be filthy rich right now. You can bounce trade those and make a lot of money. Like if you just keep a hold of those until they go up, you can sell them for an exorbitant amount. And then you just buy them back on the dip. Because you'd be able to flood the market a little bit. Even if you only had like a handful of them, you could cause the price to go down a good bit just by selling a good few of them. Because of how they are sold a lot, but the amount of them sold isn't really insane. What does Card 1 do? I can't remember what the effect of it is. I'm pretty sure I just saw somebody there. If you're wondering what I'm watching for, I'm watching the mini-map. Because if a dot appears in my location, that means they logged in underneath me. I feel like Bobby put me in danger. Bobby's trying to get me killed. Confirmed. I'm gonna head back. I'm gonna do a restock real quick, just in case. Because they may be switching. And if they're switching to a different account to try and get me, then... If I'm just gone, they might not check again. They might check different worlds. Dude, so what? I could attack that guy. Friend names? Mine's right here. No, shit. Mine's Celestan. There you go. Oh, so they just get, they just eat quicker? Is that it? Okay, so this makes sense. Basically, the combo is just eat whatever you want to eat first, drink a brew, and then drink a Carm Blonde, or eat whatever you want to eat first, and then Carm Blonde. So... So yeah, it's just a stack food. Okay, I got it. What do you mean you can't see it? I only have 200 G in here. I didn't store anything. I feel like I'm bringing too much food. And then I'm going to bring less food and I'm going to get mugged and die. Watch. Go to a different stall. I don't like that bank teller. Look at him. He's just sitting there being menacing. Look, I have glasses eyes. I can see it. What's wrong with you guys? I say as if I'm not playing on a 32-inch monitor. So if you, Zach, if you go to the friends list, you go to add friend, and then you got the type thing there. It's C-E-L-I-S Stan. C-E-L-I Stan. There you go. Also, I need your name so I can add you. Expect me to... it doesn't work. Oh, you already added me? Then you have to tell me your name. You won't show up on my list just because you add me. That's not how this game works. Like, I've got to add you so that I can see you too. Oh, you were talking about down here in the actual, like, game. I mean, if a random level 3 runs up to me in the wilderness, I would assume it's probably him. Oh, that's right. I can't just... Unable to add friends. Unknown player. You don't exist. You're getting banned now. You're banned from the chat. You lied to me. The betrayal. Just got absolutely betrayed. Screwed over. Cheated by my friend. My friend just lied to me. I'm upset. Pawn dead. There you go. Everything's taken. Everything will always be taken. Dragon toaster. Toasted dragon. Fried dragon. Whoops. I'm misclicking like crazy right now. There we go. You 575. I am not surprised. People spam names. Hey, look at him go! That's the guy we saw earlier. Ah, don't stab me, please. I bet you he got a Larian's key. Like 100%. That man is an adamantine with a medium helmet and a bunch of other random garbage. I 100% feel like he got a Larian's key and he's just excited. And then he was terrified thinking that I was a PKer. Like, I bet you that man immediately panic clicked that teleport to get out of there. He was just like slamming on his keyboard, slamming on his mouse, whatever he needed to slam on to try and cast that. Oh, I got you. I got you. Oh, was he doing tasks over here? Maybe he's here for the demons. I'll fight him for a spot. Stab. Whoop, stab. Interesting. Are you sure it's not your account? It was secretly always your account. Look at that. Look at the beautiful underworld we've got here. Just fall into the void and be destroyed. You know, I kind of want a dragon's task. And not necessarily because I specifically just want to fight dragons, but it would be nice to be able to go after dragons and then maybe fit in a KBD kill or two. You know? That might be fun. Oh no. You've been cloned. You're cloned, that's how it works. Die! Why won't this thing die? God, this is the most tedious task I've ever seen in my life. I keep forgetting to buy those potions. I am really waiting for that guy to come back and then him see me here and then be like, oh. Thinking he lost his spot or something. I can't really see too many good, like, safe spots here. Actually, there might not be any. Outside of this one. Well, there could still be, like, one over there. That doesn't look like a safe spot. That's only 1 square deep. That might... No, that's only 1 square deep as well. There might be one there we can work with. Look, I don't know. I'm just looking for stuff. I don't know. It's you're in a whole different world now. Stab. 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 I think you just made your own, like, I think you just made the account and forgot it. A bladed anglerfish! You think if we ask really nicely, we could get a laser? Like a laser weapon or something like that? Would it be magic or ranged, though? I don't believe that. What if you were being recorded? Yeah? What if they were recording you? What if they were copying you? They're like, oh man, this warlock. Yeah, look, there's a fish right there. Die. I got manta rays too. And a teleport tablet that I can't use from this level. Bump, dun, 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 dun. Why is this music so epic for, like, the most boring thing that I could possibly do at this moment? I don't know. Maybe I should have just took the risk and brought in a bunch of, like magic. Because water spells would work to do this much, much quicker. But that would also be much more expensive and much more risky. I'd make myself a target. I do need to work on range. I'll probably go to the Fossil Island and get a level or two with the crabs after a bit. Ow! Smack me! Why? Dick! I may actually get a... Well, I should. Right? Yeah, I should get a prayer level out of this. Go to the sand crab. Or the fossil crabs. Or whatever those crabs are called. And then you can just AFK there with really crappy gear, and those crabs have, like, negative defenses. I personally prefer to actually be, like, working on a task or something like that to get my levels. But the fossils are also really, really good for getting me some prayer bonus for it. So I can't complain on that end. It's not a perfect solution, but it works. Also, that's why I've been collecting ensouled heads, because I'm going to be using those ensouled heads to level up my prayer as well. Who's playing with the full helms? Have you guys noticed this? The GE price was like 600 earlier. Now the GE price is 800. Someone's buying up all these helmets and then causing a market hole for it, and then trying to sell them back. They're trying to flip these black full helms. I bet, you know what? I wonder if it's bot traders. The Blood Moon's quest? I don't know. I don't know what the Blood Moon's quest is. Are you talking about the one? Wait, actually, yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. I did Children of the Sun. I also did Between a Rock more recently, because I needed to do that one. Giant Dwarf. Hazel Cold, Lost City, Merlin's Crystal. Nature Spirit. A Poor Scene of Interest. Was kind of awful. But it gave me 30 Slayer points, so I can't complain. I need to start working on Recipe for Disaster so I can start filling out my glove slot with something actually good. And then it won't be something that I have to worry about losing. Once I get up to borrow gloves and I don't have to worry about losing them, that's going to be great. Man, that hurts my soul to think about. Jugs of wine used to actually be so valuable. And now they're worthless. Now they're just straight worthless. Why is that demon after me? No. I refuse. I mean, fishing actually isn't that hard to get to 99 either. So once I got to 99 fishing, I wouldn't have anything to do. If it's a fishing only account, I would just be running Temperos for a good while. Oh, the jugs? Yeah, I mean, you can also do what Bobby did for cooking and just get up all the jugs of wine and stuff like that and do it that way. Because that's a super cheap method that works really well. I guess you're right. I can probably just drink this real quick. I feel a bit dizzy. Not like my accuracy was any good anyway. Again, that's not that hard. It reduces my attack by 2. It's not that big of a deal. Half the swings are already misses anyway. It's really not going to change anything, honestly. Just die. Thank you. We're already at 56 again. We just need one more level. Yo! This task has been real good to me, I have to say. I never understood the whole teleport block thing. I don't get it. Like, what's the point in blocking my teleports outside of 20 wilderness? And I'm not mad about it. I actually think it's a pretty good, like, I guess idea on the mechanic, but it's also kind of weird that it even does that in the first place. Read all about it. Half plus 2. I mean, it's always garbage. My misses, and I've already got freaking my attack is already back, so I don't know why you're so upset with it. My accuracy's fine. I can't hit anything anyway. It's fine. And we're gonna go back there and buy those things. Look, my two attack. I'm good. It's fine. It's fine. If I was using range, that'd probably be easier. The wine jug thing stacks? I know, but I don't need that right now. I'm only gonna, like, occasionally loot a wine jug. Look at that guy. Threatening people. Threatening people in forestry worlds. That's not the amount of money I need, but, you know. Dang. What's the 3 dose? I'm curious at the value of these. 3 dose? 156. So that extra dose, for some reason, doubles the price. I imagine, yeah, they're probably just not going to sell these, huh? Maybe I can get them for 200. That would still be reducing that. No, they're going to try and upcharge. Dang. Well, that sucks. Not anymore? Did they change that? You know, I should have bought stamina pots and stuff like that too. I don't know why, that guy was just a little suspicious to me. He's planning something, I can feel it. Has it? If I remember right, it's not that way in RuneScape 3, though. Which is kind of crazy to me that quality of life change happened before... It happened in old school before RuneScape 3. Because I'll be honest, when it comes to quality of life stuff, RuneScape 3 has this beat by like a mile and a half. But they seem to be catching up pretty quick. Whee! I am happy now that I know that convenience exists. Woo! Hold on, what time is it? Oh, wow. I thought it was already past this point. Look, I know, I'm looking away, I'm wandering around in the wilderness. I'm gonna have an alarm go off in 4 minutes. I don't know why I'm even setting it up. I can just... Why am I setting this up? Hold on. Dismiss that alarm. I'm just gonna get to my... I'm gonna get to a safer point, and then I'll do that. I'll go and do the thing that I need to do. Bum, bum. He's just pulling him to the cannon, huh? I don't know. That guy was in trimmed rune, wasn't he? I don't know. He kind of looks like bait. I'm gonna be honest with you. That guy kind of looks like bait. He looks like he's trying to bait somebody out there, and he's either got anti-PK gear or he doesn't have any. Or he has some buddies waiting in the wings because that's multi-combat. Why would you have died by like 10 times by now? Oh. I'm surprised you didn't attack me. I forgot the stupid teleport again. So we're gonna have to go and use the glory. I feel dumb every time I do that. I think they got preset inventories, right? I don't know why you guys are in such a didn't think that you're in such a bad spot, or why you think you die constantly. Because I mean, let's see, world switch. I'm gonna have to go to a different one. I'm sorry, Bobby. It's too late for me. I'm gonna be eaten. You guys are, I don't know. You guys are like cursed or something like that, I guess. Look at the house party worlds. That's a good one, right? Alright, time to walk away. Time to be AFK for like a minute. That's your guys' fault. I don't know what you're doing. I have no idea. I have no idea. Look, I have absolutely abysmal luck 99.9% of the time. And I don't know. I've never had trouble in the wilderness being constantly attacked. Not even back when this game was like at its peak. I was never constantly being mugged or anything like that. But also it just, I don't know. I have noticed that instead of there being people who are actually like PKers, it's more torment whoever has lesser gear than you. rather than fight somebody who has equal gear to you. It stopped being about player killing more than it started being about tormenting a low level or tormenting someone who just doesn't have the equipment to fight back. Look, all I know is that I'm not dead, and that in itself is a good thing. And soon I don't know, maybe I'll get lucky and get another Laren's key, and then this task will be worth like 500k at minimum. Actually, yeah, we've gotten what, 3 keys? It doesn't matter if I count them or not, because the amount of keys that I'm going to have is going to be based on this particular task, because I sold all my other ones. I'm trying. I need more. Are you the same person who was over here on freaking YouTube? Did you switch over to Twitch? Account created 21 minutes ago. I was a paladin. Back when I did play WoW, I was a paladin. I was tanky, I could heal, and I made sure that I did enough DPS to be at the top of the list because I put a DPS meter on there to see who was doing what. And if I wasn't near the top of the, I don't know, I got really competitive about that for a little bit. I had to be doing high DPS. And that's where I was at when I played WoW. That was about it. I never really got too into WoW, to tell you the truth. It's just not my thing. Zach, what level are you? 50? 60? 75? Well, look, I like being a tank. I don't necessarily need insane DPS. I like to be able to, like, outlast my opponent most of the time. I've never been a super big fan of just, like, pure DPS. I don't like being a glass cannon. But I like being able to be offensive and defensive, if that makes sense. Like, really, at the end of the day, if I can still do decent damage while being a tank, I'm happy with it. And preferably the damage is burst, so that, one, I'm not able to be as consistent as the actual DPS classes, and they can obviously do better than me. But if I can contribute in a meaningful way, that's what I like to do. No, Leech builds are great. That's why that Warlock class in Dark and Darker is so busted for the most part. It's particularly excels in PvP, obviously. And I tested out more of the tankier version of it, and the only thing that really threatens me is other mages. Every single fight that I get in is pretty close to me either winning it in the event that I do die. They end up having like 2 HP most of the time at the very end of it. They just got super lucky with the last hit missing, or me getting killed right before the swing would impact. Or it would be a situation where I just completely steamrolled them and they did basically no damage to me. And that's using the base weapons. I never take in better weapons. I never have like super fancy equipment on me unless I get really, really lucky on a loot. So, you know, stuff like that. If you're doing that with the base weapons, consistently nearly winning every single fight, I think that's a little bit of a strong class. That's legitimately what it does. It feeds on their pain. Love it. What expansion pack? I think I was around for a little while during the Lich King? Wrath of the Lich King? Well, that was it, right? And then I got to 55, and then I just kind of quit. I didn't really have a reason to go back. It's still connected to my Blizzard account. Like, I'm pretty sure that that character still exists and everything. One thing that irritated me, I went was in a specific dungeon, and I remember this distinctly because it upset me. There was a sword that had an extremely low drop rate. It was a really good sword for the level, but it was also something that I was just going to outlevel in like 5 minutes. Yeah. And when I got to that, when I finally got that sword running the dungeon solo, I was very, very upset because it ended up not being good enough to keep using, pretty much. And I mean, I should have expected that, obviously, because well, the sword was like level 50 or something like that. And at the end of the day, if the level cap was like near 80, I believe at the time. I don't know if it's higher now, but yeah. No, but I know about like the Mist of Pandaria stuff and things like that, and I'm just like, eh. WoW never really pulled me in. I never really got super interested in it. I liked all the old jokes about like the Murloc, the fish people and stuff like that. That's about it. What was the big dragon fire monster thing? I can't remember that. The freaking Balrog knockoff. Yo, I'm immortal. Deathwing, yeah. Bro, straight up just a Balrog. You think Lord of the Rings got mad about that? Like at all? Do you think they cared? I don't think they did. I just find it funny that he just reminds me of a Balrog. Um, yeah, I don't even know what you're referring to with WOD or BFA. I don't. I just don't. I never really got super into it. Store that. Store that. Store this. Stab that. And there we go. And now we have snares. So now that I know how to use these, at the very least I have snares that I can work with. And if I manage to get one off, that's it for them. They won't be able to chase me down. Doom me. I don't know. WoW's definitely something that I'm never going to get into, though. I just don't feel like it. And, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. Usually I like MMOs and stuff like that, especially ones that go, like, in-depth and have, like, classes like Paladin and stuff like that in them, because obviously that's going to always be my favorite because of everything that I run. I run a Paladin in it. But, that's about it. That's all I gotta say about it. What are you doing, doggo? What are you puppering? What do you think, you're sleeping back here while I kill demons? Jeez, dude. See, that's a thing that loses me on games a lot. I'm not gonna level something up. I'm not gonna level up 7 different accounts. I absolutely detest that. And there's so many games that try and force that now, and it's like, no, I don't want to do that. I do not want multiple accounts. Or, well, not accounts. I don't want multiple characters to an insane degree or anything like that. And this is another one that kind of does that to you a little bit, where you're like, oh man, I could be so much more efficient if I just had multiple accounts running, right? I could run multiple accounts right now, very easily. I just don't want to do that. But I had to do it for a specific quest, which everybody knows the freaking Shield of Arab is the most obnoxious thing on the planet. And people were being very difficult. Some guy was trying to charge me 500k for the stupid little thing, and I'm just sitting here like, no, dude, no, I will not give you 500k for something like that. So I made a level 3. I immediately ran over here and I did the quests. And then the only other thing that I could think of is I might need some help with the heroes quest, but I might be able to do that with Bobby, or I might be able to get Zach to help me with that one at some point. So we'll have to see where that goes. Oh, die, demon. Why you no die? No, I picked up that glass! I'm mad. Now it's just got a full timer again. Man, their aggression does not reset at all, does it? There we go. Ow, 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 ow. Don't beat me up, please! I'm taking too much damage. Gives me a reason to eat one of these, I guess. Exactly. You're like, that's what I'm saying. You get rewarded for constantly spamming accounts. And I don't know. I just don't really care for that. And like I said, in RuneScape, I could be running multiple accounts right now if I really, really wanted to. I don't like that level of like addiction play, I guess. It's just not my thing. It's not something that I ever wanna put myself into. Especially for something like RuneScape that everything's a super heavy grind. But if I really just wanted to make a ton of money in this game, I could run multiple iterations of accounts and then just like train up mining for ores or train up fishing on all like 3 accounts simultaneously or something like that. All while I'm just watching something on the side, and it would just be obnoxious. And no one could stop me. Well, that's good, though. And again, that also works here. Well, I'm not saying that it's not necessarily not worth it. It's more when games force that level of, like, oh, if you just continuously hard grind all this stuff with multiple accounts, then well, you'll be able to get things for free. It's obviously obnoxious. And an incentive to just, like, keep you playing. Just make the drop rates garbage. No, I'm kidding. That would actually probably make it worse. That would probably be worse than having weekly lockouts. I don't know. I know there's like multiple classes and stuff like that in WoW and things, obviously. So that is more of an incentive because you have all these classes to try. I don't know. I'm not really a fan of how all the games have started to encourage, especially MMOs of all things that are already take forever to get anywhere. And then you have stuff that just encourages you to like constantly be on the game and constantly grind and constantly spend your time on it. This demon is being difficult. And I'm not buffed. Well, yeah, no, I don't mind the idea behind having alternate accounts and stuff like that for various things that you want to try. It's more the aspect of I personally prefer being able to go towards one singular account, and I don't like how a lot of game developers have started to put in things that specifically like push you towards running running multiple accounts to maximize the gameplay, that's where I draw the line. Like I play DDO. And in DDO I have multiple accounts. I have a ton of accounts. But when it comes down to it, I have one main account that I play. There's a gnat! Where'd it go? The gnat tried to land on my glasses. And that's what I play 99% of the time. The alts are only really there if I need them for a very specific thing, like playing with my buddies who have never played before. Because I don't want to give them a situation where things are just way too, like I'm just way too overpowered and I'm just like throwing them through stuff. I want them to get the experience of the dungeons and things. Why won't you die? No, I get what you're saying. You're one character, one tune. I keep mixing up account as well, so I understand where you're coming from with that. I don't know, it's just not, I guess it's just not for me. There's a lot of games, though, that do encourage you specifically to run multiple accounts. WoW might not do it. Like I said, I don't have very much understanding of WoW anymore. Where it was at that time, I knew a little bit about it, but I was never really super deep into it. But same thing with DDO. It doesn't force you to have multiple accounts. You can do everything on a singular account. There isn't any reason for you to run multiple accounts unless you want to run a different style of character for your own amusement. And most of the gear and stuff like that you can use, even the really, really good stuff, is transferable between characters. So you don't have to grind that up unless you absolutely want to. You only have to grind the actual character. And if it works like that, that's just like, oh, that's just options for you. But I think Beto does this where they kind of like encourage you to have multiple characters, and they kind of make it a thing where you gain benefits for having multiple characters and stuff like that. And it's just like, bro, stop. The grind level in that game is absolutely insane, though. Don't you eat at me, Zach. I'm ranting. Welcome back, Lobster. Well, the frames in Warframe are they're not like different characters. They're not different accounts. You don't have to just like go through and do a bunch of crazy stuff to get them leveled up. Most of your materials and stuff like that are already on the account, ready to go, right? Whereas your frame just gets whatever you want to give it. Like, I played a crap ton of Warframe. Lobster absolutely loves Warframe. I clean my inventory real quick. This is the most peaceful we've been so far. I'm sorry, guys. I know I keep like stopping with my speech right now. I'm getting hiccups like crazy, and I'm trying very hard to fight them. But if you want information on Warframe, that's like Lobster's expertise. That's right, Lobster. I'm calling you out. Ah, heck. Man. I might have to go back to Warframe. I might have to try Warframe again. It's been a good while. There's probably a lot of new stuff that's happened. Where was I at even? We were way up there. Like, Lobster and I had a bunch of really crazy stuff for a while there. And I tried to drag him into, like, farming ribbons and junk. I feel like you and Lobster are going to get along very, very well. If that's your response to Wisp. Whoa! That's what it sounds like they're saying. They're like, whoa! Whoa! As they smack the crap out of me with giganto claws. How have I not been mugged? No, Varuna? Oh yeah, I love the idea behind Varuna, but I think they just screwed up how that frame works. I'm not the biggest fan of how that frame works. But I like the idea of the werewolf frame. You can get a lot of cool stuff done there. Lobster, did they ever fix Varuna not running on all fours? Did they ever change that? Night, Zach. You get your sleep, bruh. Brosif. I'll have to come be an extreme nuisance to you when you're playing this game next time. That's so stupid! Why don't they want to animate that? Why don't they want to give us that? I hate that. Varuna should run on all fours, like 100%. How many new frames have they put in? Like 17? 80? 453? How's the jellyfish frame doing? I feel in danger. I don't know why. I'm gonna kill this last demon and I'm gonna leave. I feel like I'm threatened at the moment. Getting more useless with each update. Didn't they buff her at one point? Did the buff just not take? Did they screw it up? Oh hey, a Venge. A Venge sack. That I can't use because I can't cast Venge. Vengeance. Vengeance. Oh yeah, I gotta go. Does he have a guard? Was that guy a guard? They changed a bunch of the elemental stuff? Is the element still good though? Like, how did they change it? You gotta explain this to me. I need details, Lobster. We got a pretty good haul today. Ooh, I mean, maybe I'll have to check it out. It's overheating? No. All right, I will be right back. I'm gonna take a quick break here. Okay. Let's see. What happened? I feel like Lobster hasn't explained everything to me like he promised he would. I'm very upset and hurt. Should I withdraw a regular manta ray? Ooh, they're 2K piece. I like how the blighted ones are so cheap. They're just like trash compared to the other ones. Hold on, do I have a charged necklace? I don't. I'm out of charged necklaces. But I'll sacrifice, you know, no. A Sarah Doman page 2. I'm gonna go buy myself a charged glory. I'm gonna go buy myself 10 charged glories, and I'm gonna sell my non-charged glories. I'll pay for the convenience right now, because I haven't done Heroes Quest yet. You stop, Lobster. No! Another bot! Nope. That's right, I can't drag on this one. No, I don't want the Ring of Dueling! You messed up my brain. I gotta sell them for an insane amount. I could probably just make them, honestly. I could get the Amulet of Eternal Glory. We could do that. Yeah, it's the same price. I don't even pay a premium. I refuse. That is nice that I don't have to do that anymore. Why are those selling for more? Hold on. The uncharged ones, for some reason, are trying to sell for more. No wonder no one was buying them. Yeah, that's a neutral. I paid, and I got, there was no cost. Yeah, you're sitting here yelling at me about it. Like, I got a bajillion of these, man. I don't even need to make one. I've just got an emerald ring ready to go. Look, I was training my crafting. I bought a bunch of gems. I realized that I also have a disgusting amount of gold. And then I just started making amulets and stuff like that. It is what it is. What do I even need to cast for this? Let's see. I need 1 cosmic and 3 airs. Boom, 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 boom. There, are you happy? Are you done? What, creating the dueling rings? Yeah, see, there's a bunch of PKers here. They're just gonna notice me and then murder me. I mean, I guess I can carry the Ring of Dueling on me if I'm not really worried about the cost. I'm gonna get mugged, like, immediately upon leaving this place. Oh, making the base ring, yeah. Like, look at that level 70s and junk. I'm just gonna go out here and I'm gonna get mugged. They're gonna come for me. All because you had me walk out in the open for no reason. I've been ganked. I've escaped ganks. I've already done that. Just because it wasn't on stream doesn't mean that I haven't already escaped things. You just want me to die. I mean, actually, you know what? This is a bad decision here. Hold on. I'm gonna waste this ring just to spite you, honestly. I totally forgot that I kept that money. I was just running around risking 127k for no reason. Is that guy full Justicar? Actually, you know what? I forgot about the pools of refreshment. You've been harassing me over a freaking ring of dueling for no reason. Of course I'm gonna make a mistake. Just out here being spiteful. A bunch of 100 max levels. Look at him go. I'm leaving, bro. Leave me alone. I didn't do nothing. Yeah, I can't imagine that. I wholeheartedly disagree with the people who bring out full void for PKing in an area where they're gonna lose the full void. Like, I cannot. I could not convince myself to do it. Going into the portals for like I think it's Clan Wars and stuff like that, where you can fight and die all you want with no issues. That's fine. Like, I don't worry about any of that. But going out there and losing one of the most tedious freaking things to farm in this game, nah, I refuse. Yeah, they're going hard over there. They're doing their own thing. And I want no part of it. Adventine plate legs. Watch it, been this guy. I don't know what this dude's doing. He's just chilling here or something. Yeah, they did. They're also way outside of my level. So that doesn't matter. They had a focus. I wish I could auto set this to allow me to teleport. Like, I could just right click it. I know they're adding like the menus thing to make this easier to utilize, but I wish it was just by default like that. Dude, this whole stream has been me sitting and going back and forth in this stupid task. It's awful. This task is awful. I can't complain though. It's paid out. Let's be honest. This task is paid out. Paid out a lot. Now just drop 5 more Laren's keys. I'm doing a Slayer task. I'm not even farming. Like, I'm just trying to level up my Slayer and my melee. And this task has just dropped 3 Laren's keys. So those 3 Laren's keys just resulted in me making a large profit. Not counting all the other stuff that we've gotten too. Which, every single rune helmet we've got, which is like 3, is also worth like 10k. So that's another 30 grand right there. A couple adamant plate bodies also worth like 10k a piece. My farming level is like 5. Yeah, 5. Look, I didn't have the patience for it. I will inevitably be doing so, but just at the moment, I just don't feel up to it. I do need to do it so that I can get the fairy quests done and stuff like that. I'm working on getting all of the quests done. I want to get as many of the quests done as I possibly can, get all that stuff done. I also want to set myself up so that I can do the Barrows efficiently in Mortania because I like the Barrows. Other than that, I would also like to be clearing the vampire territories because vampires are gross and I need to be able to murder them. That doesn't make it any less boring. I mean, the main problem that I've been running into is that every time I do leave, my potatoes just die. They just decide they don't want to exist anymore. And then they're gone. Or a bird gets to them or something. I don't know. Probably getting eaten by bugs. But yeah, that's about it when it comes to farming. I mean, I've had like 3 to 4 extra potatoes that I planted not at like level 4, and every single one of them died. I just want to be able to get my own like decent gear. I don't want to have to constantly pay people in the marketplace to get gear for me. I like the idea of earning most of my stuff myself. So once I get access to the Barrows gear, at least in old school, is extremely useful. Like, it's useful at pretty much all stages of the game for the most part, and very, very common in PvP and high-level play for a lot of stuff. Now, obviously, it gets outscaled for a lot of things as well, but I can use it for some good things. And then I can go into the Barrows and I can beat them up with their own armor and make them feel sad. Yeah, I composted it and everything. I just have bad luck with the farming, I guess. So I'm like, you know what? I'll do this later. I'll put down the plant that protects the potatoes, and I'll do this later. I don't want to set it up. I don't have the patience for it right now. I don't want to do a bunch of stupid farming runs and stuff like that. I mean, arguably, I could just make a bunch of compost with weeds, get a bunch of compost buckets set up, get like 1,000 compost buckets, and then I could just pay the garden person to protect my potatoes initially to get that base XP going. And then once I hit like level 10 or something like that, or I can grow something that's not complete garbage, then I'll be in better shape. For the first ones, I just used regular compost. I mean, the potatoes, man. I just wasn't expecting 4 plots to die simultaneously. I can grow whatever I want in reality, and then I try and grow a potato in a video game, and it just dies through sheer randomness. Ah! My face! My limbs! Well, yeah. But I mean, I could just pay 2 regular compost to the dude too, and he'll be like, yeah, I'll protect your potatoes. And 2 regular compost is super easy to make that way. I don't want to make myself more vulnerable to magic. I thought you were going to finish this task by the end of the thing. At all. It's just not happening. And I blame Lobster. It's because Lobster's not in here carrying me. Oh my god, why? Why did I do this to myself? Why didn't I prep up better? I've had multiple opportunities to just come out here with magic. I've had multiple opportunities to just, like, bring... Why would you lose hair playing this game? What do you mean? I mean, this is just something that you play every once in a while on your own time. I think people take it too seriously with the grind. Well, yeah, but if I use a freaking... I mean, I guess I can stack those. It's not like I can't stack those. So that's a pretty good point. But do I want to waste that on potatoes? Why wouldn't I just go... Yeah, for real. Hold on. Let's see. Sweet corn's pretty good money, isn't it? Yeah. I could just use the allotments and I could grow, like, sweet corn. Jute fibers are super cheap on the market. And then I could just pay the jute fibers, protect the sweet corn, and then give it ultra compost. Lobster, come protect me. I'm in danger here. I need a level 3 to save me. Well, yeah, but I mean XP wise. I mean the herbs aren't bad XP either. Nothing really is bad. It's just the time. Heck, I could probably make okay money on Maritil. Not really insane amounts of money, obviously, but making anti-poisons. And then once you get to 32, you just grow crap tons of Raynar. Like that's it. The prayer potions are insane. After that, most of the high tier herbs are useful in some degree. Ops, you gotta carry me. You have to protect me. Anima Chronos. Can you all demons stop doing demon things in this area? I would appreciate not getting the absolute crap smacked out of me every time I move. It's the entangle ones. I need those out here because I can actually utilize those. That. There we go. Look at that. Look how beautiful our inventory looks. Full of fish, full of manta rays, full of majestic beasts that we probably shouldn't eat and might not even taste good. They're screaming at me. Lesser demons. You know, I have to say, there's like 3 major things here that have happened. This task isn't very long. My luck on it has been insane, though. It's a 1 in 98 chance for a Laren's key drop. I've gotten 3 Laren's keys in a task that is 109 kills. And the task isn't even over. I've gotten 3 Laren's keys in like 65 kills. Which is wild. Just to think of. That's insane. And on top of that, I have hit the gem drop table, which is a 4 in 128, multiple times. And I've gotten the freaking, the emerald and the sapphire like 2 to 3 times here. I keep seeing that Necrile right there just like walk over here, and I keep thinking it's a player. Like I see it out of the corner of my eye over here, and I'm like, no one's sneaking up on me this time. Oh, this is wrong now. One of the things on the wiki is wrong now. They no longer drop 1 gold ore. Instead, they drop 5 noted. At least out here they do. You're right, I would 100% not notice it when it's an actual player. I'm sorry that I look at the wiki and stuff like that. At the end of the day, I can't just be paranoid every time I play this game. And also I can cast snare. I can cast snare on somebody, and when I cast snare on somebody, then I'll be like, whee! As I run away. And then they'll be very, very upset if it hits. And then they'll be very, very not upset if it doesn't hit. And if it doesn't hit, well, you know, it doesn't hit. And then I'm screwed. Look, Lobster, sometimes you need the wiki, especially for this game, because this game is just a nightmare of information. Like 99% of the information that you get in this game is fluff that you need to know for whatever reason. Also, I want you all to know that I'm hungry now. And I had mac and cheese earlier, and I want more mac and cheese, and I'm sad about it. There's no mac and cheese left. I'd have to make more, and I'm too lazy for that. Yo! That was unnecessarily long, I know. You can all suffer for it. They legitimately did, Lobster. Like, the game needs the wiki so ridiculously bad, there is a way to look it up in-game. Whoop! I am insanely over the drop rate for Laren's keys. Like, not even, it's not even funny at this point. It's absolutely insane. Why? I can fit in my mithril axe here. And then I got a prayer axe. Oh, I'm way under drop rate. Sorry, excuse me. That's the correct term. I don't know, man. At this point, I might just get another one. I might end up pulling 5 Laren's keys out of this for all we know. Imagine that. Imagine if I get 5 Laren's keys. I get 5 times the drop rate. Do we have to be honest? I'm basically at 4 times drop rate. I'm getting 4 times the drop rate here. Hey, buddy, how you doing? Bye. Why would you do that to me? I did nothing to you. Now I can't teleport for 5 minutes. I'm gonna cry. I do have to run past this point. Because I don't know if there's an Anku down there. Yeah, there he is, see? He's gonna hit me. It immediately does damage, because they, for some reason, never miss. They hate me so much. They're pure, uncontained Anku hate. Ha! You know, the demons up here are actually in a really, really nice spot. Is that a decayed multi-cannon? Or is that just an abandoned multi-cannon? It does kind of suck that multi-cannons don't get, like, stolen or anything like that. I'm in between on that. I think if you bring it out into the wilderness, there should be a way to steal it, but at the same time, I do understand why you can't steal it. And it's not like they're disgustingly expensive or anything like that. I mean, I imagine most people who play this game consistently can afford them. Like, even I can afford one, but at this point, I don't know. I wish I could. I wish I could, like, capitalize on that to some degree. Now, if you kill somebody and their cannon is set up, you can't take it. You cannot take their cannon if their cannon is just, like, set up there. So the only way that you can steal the cannon is if it's some, like, if it's some noob or something like that that just picks up their cannon while they're being fought and tries to run and they die anyway. That's when you get their cannon. That's when you can steal their cannon. They, you can't pick it up. Yeah. No, it's like 700 grand, 750 grand for a cannon. So it's not like they're insanely expensive. That's a good bit to invest. But it's not so much that you're just like, oh man, well, I guess I'm never picking up one of these again. It's more of a, well, that kind of sucks. I wish I could gain more. I wish I could have not lost that. But even then, if you let the cannon fully decay and stuff like that, apparently, what's his face just has a cannon for you now. Yeah. But I mean, you can make a ton of cannonballs for relatively cheap. And if you're willing to risk your cannon out here in the wilderness, you can just go to the zombie pirates down there in the low-level wilderness, and you can make a good profit off of that. Like, they were dropping me like 60 to 70 cannonballs every single time I would go after them. Like, every time I would get a cannonball drop, it was like 60 to 70 cannonballs. And if I'm not using a cannon, that's a good chunk. And if I am using a cannon, then, I mean, that's an entire load. Or maybe even 2. Depending on the capacity your cannon has. Which I think it goes from 35 to 60? Dude, I want a cheeseburger now. I'm just all about the food at the moment. I don't know what's going on in my brain, but I'm just all about the food at the moment. My freaking eye. Die! It won't die. It's immortal. Wow! It's meowing at me now. Wow! What if they said that? If it was just a really, really stupid, sharp, like, wow! Every time they attacked. You better run, Lobster. You better get out of here while you have a chance. You'll get roped into this game eventually, I'm telling you right now. You've watched too much of it now. It's there. It's in your brain. And the virus is slowly spreading. And then everybody's going to be playing it. And it's going to be too late. It will never be stopped. I do want that blighted angler. Ow! They're hitting me. That's rude. Yeah, go to work for some more freight noobs. You gotta do it, Lobster. It's the only way. I am actually quite surprised that I haven't been scouted. I feel like this area would have been extremely PK like oriented. When I first looked this up, when I first found out there was a Slayer cave in the wilderness, my response to it was basically, man, why would I ever want to go there if it's multi-combat? Why would I ever want to be anywhere near here if it's multi-combat? That makes this place extremely dangerous. And the reward level just doesn't seem like it's there. It's kind of interesting to me that people don't PK here that much. It feels off. Or maybe I'm just lucky at the moment and I'm not seeing most of the PKers. Why, Pwn? Why? Stop. I didn't want to pick up that stupid vial. Why don't I have a destroy option? I want a destroy option for items. Yeah, I know most of the people are probably in the Rev Caves. The Rev Caves have a higher profit ratio, I think. But I just thought that this cave would be, like, riddled with small groups of PKers. Rather than running in the Rev Caves where it's single combat in the Rev Caves, isn't it? Whereas in here, it's multi-combat. So I thought small groups of PKers would be running through here, getting people doing their Slayer tasks. But I guess you probably have to bring in more risk to the Rev Caves than you do here. I don't know. I would have kept the single combat, honestly. I feel like multi-combat's really just like... I don't know. That feels like a problem. But I don't know. I guess since nobody's really here PKing, that it's not too big of a deal in the first place. You do have ample warning in a lot of angles as well, so maybe that's part of it. Whereas in the Rev Caves, there's people constantly moving around everywhere, so it might be that. That might be the problem. There's just so many easy escapes here that people aren't really too keen on taking the risk of missing out on a kill or something. I don't know. If I remember right, they added in something where you have to spend like 50 or 100K to get into the Rev Caves, isn't it? Like you actually have to pay to get into the Rev Caves now. Yeah, and then people bring in the Amulet of Avarice as their thing. And that alone is like 422K. So if somebody's going in there with an Amulet of Avarice and going through, they're already at risk. They're already risking, if they have an entry fee plus the Amulet of Avarice plus whatever weaponry and stuff they're using, they're risking like $500,000 at minimum. Yeah, before entering the caves, players must pay a fee of 100K coins. The fee can be taken from the bank and does not need to be carried with you. So even if I wanted to go there, the amount of cost to go into the Rev Caves would be very prohibitive at this current level. Like, if I liquidated everything, I'd have like 10 mil, but then I wouldn't really have any gear or anything to work with. Tame revenue, sparsely scattered. The thing with the rev caves, though, is that you can even go after just the imps. Like, you could just go after just the imps. And you would still have the chance to make an absolutely insane amount of money. Which is wild to me. I mean, heck, the unique drops that they have are insane here. If you get lucky even once, you can make millions. But I mean, even off the imps, you wouldn't want to keep going after specifically the imps. Just because their drop rates are abysmal. But they give a bunch of like Ethereum and stuff just by default, and they have a triple drop rate too. So they have a single and then a second. They have their primary drop, their secondary drop, and then they have a tetrary drop, which is the looting bag and the Imp Champion scroll. Oh yeah, if I brought Silverlight out here, that would work fine. I would be doing good with Silverlight. I would have to be in melee range for them. I'd have to be in range for them to hit me. Can we get like a spear version of Silverlight? I know there's like a bunch of Demon Bane weapons and stuff like that, and I actually kind of want them. They made the Demon Bane weapons actually good. The fully upgraded version of Silverlight is actually seems to be a pretty solid weapon at level 77 attack requirement. Man, I can't believe even Revenant Imps are worth a chunk. How are Goblins? What are their drop rates? Yeah, and the drop rates just exponentially increase. That is insane. Put that there, and there we go. Well, we're down to 35. I don't think I'm going to complete this task before I end the stream, though. We're already 3 hours in. I'm definitely going to end up going for those quests. Like, 100%. I'm going to get those quests done. It's insanely expensive, though. Like, you have to slay tormented demons to get the material for it. Yeah, I was gonna say, it's probably extremely good on Krill. Oh, I lost aggro again. I mean, you know, losing aggro actually probably benefits me. Normally, I'd want them to just sit here and stack on me, but if they're not gonna stack on me, and I do end up with like a PKer on me, I might be able to like lure the PKer out to like right here, and then get them stacked on by the demons and me. That way, they have to worry about all of that. Obviously, they could just pray melee in this situation, but it might make a lesser PKer panic or something like that, you know. And then I could probably cause them some issues. Let me go all the way to the Revenant Dragons. I want to see what the Revenant Dragon's drop rates become. Oh yeah, that is an insane change. Krill? Yeah, Krill's in the wild. So there's a Wilderness God Wars dungeon. Like, you can actually do the God Wars dungeon stuff in the wilderness. So I can fight Krill in the wilderness. K-Rill? Hold on. Krill 2 Sarath. The boss for Zamrock. The God Wars dungeon boss for Zamrock. Even if I do get the Emberlight, though, I don't think I'm going to use the Emberlight in the wilderness. I don't want to risk something like that. At least I wouldn't be doing anything but like what I'm doing right here, where I'm running minimal risk with it, just because of how ridiculous the grind for it seems like it's going to be. And if I do end up in that situation and I do end up like losing it or something like that, it would just be awful. There would be no sense in me even bothering with it at that point. I would have wasted all of that time, and then I get PK'd once, and then it's just gone, you know? That's why I don't really care to bring out, like, a Void set or anything like that out here. If the Void set didn't take so long for me to grind, I probably would. And I know inevitably if I keep playing Pest Control, I'll be able to potentially get multiple sets. But I would rather want to use those points on building up XP and things like that, rather than worrying about, oh man, if I take this set out here, I'm going to lose it. So for like Wilderness Slayer and stuff like that, I'll do this. And then when I'm not in the wilderness and stuff like that, that's where I'll probably use my most expensive equipment. Because at the risk of it, I just feel like it's not worth it for items like that, especially things that require a full set to even function. Meanwhile, with Emberlight, I might be able to save Emberlight as long as it's my most expensive item. Which I think by default it would be, right? Emberlight would be very, very expensive on the list. It's like an 800k. Even if you try to alchemize it, it's like 800 grand. But the item that goes into it's like 60 mil almost. So that's insane. I wonder if she's gonna give me a Revenant task. I didn't even think about that. If she just decides to give me a Revenant task, I've got to go into those caves. And then I'm just going to have to kill whatever Revenant I can get to. Whatever Revenant I can handle easily. Which is probably going to be one of the lower end ones. So it wouldn't be good for me. But I don't think I'd go past anything but a Pyre Fiend. I don't think I'd go for anything harder than a Pyre Fiend. It's just going to result in my death if I do that. And everybody and their mother would be going for me to kill me. Simply because, I mean, I'm already worth it minimum 100k. And if I have been getting an okay drop rate, then that okay drop rate instantly puts me on the list for getting killed too. I don't know. I'm gonna get a lava dragon task, maybe. You never know. I might. At least for that one, I could like prep up for it properly, and there's a safe spot and stuff that I could work with. So it'd just be Slayer Helmet, Dragonfire Shield, and then a staff, and then I'd take a few spells with me. A few runes with me. If I really wanted to be obnoxiously frugal with it, just not bring out much loss, I would take Mind Runes. I might actually start using Slayer Dart soon. For magic. Because I could probably work with that pretty well, and that's a decent spell to use. And the loss ratio on it wouldn't be that bad either. Because I would always keep the staff, and then I would just be risking like a handful of death runes every single time. Although those things are like 200 apiece right now. Yeah. Just under 200k, 200 apiece. 188. Wow. 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 I'm being stabbed by this random guy. It's too peaceful, man. I'm spooked right now. Like, I don't like how, like, there's nothing going on out here. I feel like I should have been mugged, like, 6 times over by now. I mean, I've only got, like, 50k loss, but... potential, but... yeah. If people kill me, they get all the loot bag stuff, right? I wish it calculated what's in the loot bag on top of that. So there's 42k in the loot bag, and I'm risking 13k in supplies. So I'm risking like 54k, which is not really that much, but at the same time, it's like, I don't want to die. I need my stuff. I need these entangle sacks to just work. I guess I could log out too, like I did to that one guy. Unless someone like logs in on top of me, there's not really much they can do to catch me out. Because if they come from this side, they're easily seen. If they come from up there, they're easily seen. If they come from over there, they're easily seen. And unless they click on me before I can click log out, then I shouldn't get tele-blocked or anything like that. Also, I don't think anybody would even really come from there because they'd have to be in an area where they're getting mugged. A jug of wine? I'll take the jug of wine. Who knows? Maybe that'll save my life. Let's be honest here. I could drink that and I heal like 6 HP off it or something. Something ridiculously low. I hope she gives me a good task next. I hope she gives me zombies. Look, I love fighting the pirate zombies. They're easy, it's chaotic, and the pirate zombies have a really good loot drop table. I need to buy some poison, actually, so that I can... once I hit 62, I'll have access to the DDS. And that's going to be great. And look, I know that people are probably frustrated with me using controlled method to level up my skills. And it's going to make it take longer because I'm leveling up 3 different skills simultaneously. But still, once I hit 60s and I can use all that stuff, that's going to be a huge improvement to the setup anyway. I can't really say build because I'm just kind of keeping most things even. So it's not like I'm doing anything spectacular or being a specialized build in the wilderness or anything. I'm just doing stuff. I'm just rambling on at you guys and doing things. I'm getting stuff done and I'm waiting for someone to stab me in the kidney. Wait, what? A Rune medium helmet gives magic and range attack bonus? What? I mean, the defense bonuses go down for all the physical attributes and ranged, but I didn't know that the Rune medium helmet gave any magic or ranged bonuses. I thought it was purely a melee helmet. Huh. That's interesting. You know, maybe I could go for hobgoblins. This guy walking around here spooks me. I hate him. I hate him. I hate him with a passion. Every single time that I look over there at the freaking wiki to see, like, I'm like learning about the revenants right now, that Necrile just like walks around in a circle there like he's gonna come right back, right at that stupid freaking shortcut and come get me. I hate it. I freaking hate it. Restore the health of the falls 50% and will react to a player's protection prayers. Why does it sound like this cave's collapsing on me at any given time? And where did the music go? Give me my music back. Dang, these things are worth a lot. Like, even if I'm not skulled, each kill for a Revenant Pyrofiend is like 10 grand. That is crazy. No, it's like 12 grand actually. No, I was misreading that. I really did not want that hatchet. They're just... Am I the only one who thinks that these guys look derpy? Like, they look super derpy? It's not just me, right? The Greater Necryles? They look super derpy to me. They're like, look at my giant body and my tiny skull head. Woo! I also, this might be an unpopular opinion, but I miss the way the old demons looked. Where they had the elongated, like, horse faces and stuff like that on them. I thought that was a lot creepier than what we've got here. I don't know, I think these guys look stupid. Dead Space Death? You know what? Fair enough, they do. I can see that. They remind me of that one death where you get your head just, like, ripped off by that weird tentacle head and it just takes your place. Starts controlling your body. Which seems horribly inefficient for a biological plague designed to converge. They just threw away an entire head's worth of biomass. Don't take the axe. Stop trying to take the axe. We don't need the axe. I'm trying to clean this up. Clean all this garbage up. I keep clicking. There we go. That's better. And we'll put that there so things don't drop there. And beautiful. And we have like 25 these demons left. If all goes well, we won't have to leave. We'll see though. I'm pretty certain that I'm gonna have to like leave one more time. I think it really depends on either the drop or if I get mugged. One of those two. Get the biomass later on. I mean, yeah. I mean, they can also generate biomass, it seems. So, who knows? Maybe they're solar powered. Maybe the necromorphs are solar powered. Like when we're not messing with them, they just have a solar panel that just pops out of their back or something. I'm gonna die horribly. I can feel it. I'm gonna have like a bunch of monies on me and I'm just gonna die. I just want to read the wiki so bad, I guess. Oh yeah, that's right. I totally forgot about that. The Revenants also would gain, if she does send me there, the Revenants would also gain like the Laren's keys and the Slayer enchantment tasks. So that would be even more. The Brethren Moon mess going on and everything. Yeah, which makes me think, like, if the marker has infinite energy, why does it need to collect biomass? If the markers create infinite energy, if they're legitimate perpetual energy devices, doesn't that make collecting biomass obsolete? I think that's a plot hole in the lore. Because when you think about it, you don't really need to collect biomass if you can just create whatever you want via infinite energy. Well, they can generate that mass. Is what I'm getting at. Like if they have a marker active, it generates infinite energy, and then once it gets enough biomass, it just converges and makes another moon. I guess maybe the energy actually isn't infinite, but it's only infinite in the regards to our perception of energy. Like maybe their perception of energy, that's almost nothing. So maybe it can't generate enough biomass through itself to create what they need. It's also kind of crazy. I don't know. I think it would be super cool if the markers just like started spreading biomass on their own too. But I guess maybe that isn't a thing because the Brethren moons are obviously extremely intelligent, right? So maybe they have some kind of understanding of the species that they go after. So that the marker never really does anything super weird that would make it suspicious, I guess. Like, obviously, people inevitably figure out the marker's kind of a cursed object, but that's about it. It would be gross and fleshy. That's what it'd be, Pone. One thing, though. Yeah, that is a good question. I mean, that is a good statement, too, Bunta. Like, what made the markers to create the Brethren moons in the first place? Because if the Brethren moons are created by the markers, what created the initial marker for the Brethren moons? Like, was there a highly advanced species at some point that created it? Was there some kind of, like, weird, like... is there like an overarching like being that's even more powerful than the Brethren moons? I think the only way that you would be able to kill a Brethren moon would, yeah, probably be destroying the marker core. But I don't know if you'd even be able to effectively do that. Like that's a monumental task. But then again, an incomplete moon was killed by Isaac and his buddy. They did manage to kill an incomplete moon. So maybe not. Maybe they function similarly to like maybe I don't know. I don't know if it follows necromorph logic where it's not actually dead and it just kind of just lays there because it was, which wouldn't really make sense when you think about it. Because it's not like they just cut off all of its tentacles and stuff like that and everything like that. No. They just blasted it in the eye with markers and stuff like that. So maybe they legitimately killed that incomplete Brethren moon. And if they did kill an incomplete Brethren moon, maybe they follow different rules than necromorphs. Maybe the necromorph flesh is just able to do whatever it needs to do. And then once it becomes a Brethren moon, that is a formulation of a living entity. You know? There's a lot of wild concepts that could potentially be in there. There's also something that was told to us before by the creators of Dead Space before Dead Space became a got kind of abandoned, and that's that the Brethren moons aren't doing this solely out of like maliciousness. There's something. What the heck is going on? Are we back? Okay, that was out of nowhere. Now, I'm still lagging pretty bad. I don't know what's happening. No. I don't know what happened there. I got completely shut down for a bit. Now I'm still lagging. Well, let's get to the Ferox Enclave real quick. What happened? Yeah, I'm lagging super bad. Bad. Super bag. That sucks so bad. Why? What happened to my internet? This came out of literally nowhere, and now I'm just getting absolutely shredded. I guess I'll add that to my jug of wine collection. All right, there we go. Something actually happened here. I don't know what the heck is going on. But that kicked me out of the game too. So I think I might just I'm gonna end this. I'm gonna end the stream here. Just because it doesn't seem to be stabilizing at all. Like I'm completely all over the place when it comes to my bitrate now. Like, what the heck happened? Did they just decide to do random maintenance? Jesus, man. Why? Stabilize! Yeah, they always tell me that the network looks good, though. No matter how bad it actually is. Yeah, but for real, I'm gonna call it here. I had a good bit of fun. I like the conversations we had, but yeah, with it being shaky like this, I'm not sure where it'll go or anything like that. Anyways, thank you all very much for watching. Take care, stay out of trouble, don't catch anything on fire. If you enjoyed the time, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.